Everybody, today is Friday, April 15th, 2016. Today is going to be a little bit of a longer reading because in Psalm 57, the first three verses were about asking God to be merciful, and then suddenly in 4, it's going to start talking about how David feels like he is in the midst of lions. And that's kind of like what the rest of the reading talks about. So I'm going to go ahead and continue with verse 4 today, and it says, "My soul is in the midst of lions. I lie down amid fiery beasts, the children of man, whose teeth are spears and arrows, whose tongues are sharp swords." But then 5 says, "Be exalted, O God, above the heavens. Let your glory be over all the earth." So here we see, despite whatever David is going through, he's still praising and exalting God. He says, "Be exalted above the heavens. Let your glory be over all the earth." So he's letting God take the glory um, through whatever happens, because something will happen that will reveal God's glory. Then 6, he says, "They set a net for my steps. My soul was bowed down. They dug a pit in my way, but they have fallen into it themselves." So we see that they have tried to set David up, and they have tried to have him fall into the hole that they dug, but they end up falling into themselves. So you see that justice is kind of being served here. And then 7, as a result, he says, "My heart is steadfast, O God. My heart is steadfast. I will sing and make melody." And in this world, it's very hard, as being in this world and being humans, it's very hard for our hearts to be steadfast before God. But when we spend time in God's presence, He will make us steadfast. And yeah, we will have to ask for His strength in order to do that. And we have to wait on God and wait in His timing. As we can see, He is faithful to make things happen in the right time. And then 8 says, "Awake, my glory, awake, O harp and lyre, I will wake the dawn. I will give thanks to you, O Lord, among the peoples. I will sing praises to you among the nations." So in 8 and 9, once again, he praises God, but then in 9, he says, "among the peoples." So that means he's also telling others about God too. And so that's a good example for us to follow. And then 10 says, "For your steadfast love is great to the heavens, your faithfulness to the clouds." Like I was just saying, his faithfulness, this tells of God's faithfulness. And at the end, on verse 11, he says, "Be exalted, O God, above the heavens. Let your glory be over all the earth." So, first of all, the first thing I want to do is remind you of God's steadfast love for you. He is patient, so we need to be patient for Him too, and He'll give us that steadfast love. And second one is to praise God, regardless of what you're going through. The third thing I want to encourage you to do is to tell others about God and to bring others into His light. And I hope that you were encouraged by this and that you enjoyed this video. And I'll be back with Psalm 58 tomorrow.